We're going to have two sessions of the draft picks coming out to speak with you guys, but we're going to introduce them as a full class, if you will, for a quick team photo, and then they will break off into two groups. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you the 2025 Pittsburgh Penguins draft class. Let's start with Ben Kindle. Up next, Bill Zonin. Will Horkoff. I didn't get the memo on the shorts. How about Peyton Kettles? You know your way around here, Charlie, don't you? Charlie Trethaway. Welcome back. Gabriel Daigle. Brady Peddle. Travis Hayes. Ryan Miller. Quinn Beauchene. Jordan Sharon. Carter Sanderson. And Cale Dock. The Penguins 2025 draft class. All good? Okay, so the first group of guys, I think you're aware of who's staying out there. Stay out there and take a seat. The first group that's going to be doing the set of interviews, the rest of you guys can come off.
I forgot you can't see.
This is an interesting format. Does this work, Dan? Good? Can you hear me? Perfect. So we're just excited today to actually introduce, obviously this draft class of 2025 to Pittsburgh and to the media in Pittsburgh and to the whole city. They've got a bunch of events planned here in the coming day and days, which will begin to get the group integrated into the city. And obviously on stage with me now, we've got Ben Kindle, Will Horkoff, Bill Zonin, Cale Dock, Ryan Miller, Jordan Sharon, and Quinn Beauchene from Guelph. So at this time, we'll turn it over to the media for any questions they have of the group. You're in charge of that.
I'll just knock this out with one question for all three of the first rounders. Normally, the first round pick gets all the hype, all the attention, all the scrutiny. What's it like for you guys to kind of be a group of three and automatically like a set of triplets from day one joining the Penguins organization? Can you speak to that? Does that sort of alleviate some of the pressure for you guys? And what's it like to have two brothers in arms right away, right off the hop here to enter your Penguins careers? If I could get a thought from each of you on that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if it alleviates the pressure. I think it's pretty cool. We're already really close, and I'm starting to get to know these guys as well. We got drafted. That was the main thing. That's just the first step in a long process, so we're just going to focus on getting better in the future and focus on that.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a lot of fun to be with these guys. We get to grow together and just be around each other, so that's great. And I feel like pressure is a privilege, so I'm going to work as hard as I can, and I don't think it's going to get to me.
Yeah, it's really cool to get drafted alongside these two guys. They seem to be great guys already, and I'm really excited to move forward in our development together.
All right, guys, for the crew that wasn't in LA, Quinn, Ryan, Jordan, and Cal, just wanted to ask where you were and how you found out that you were drafted by the Penguins, and just what your emotions are upon joining this organization.
Yeah, I was at home with my family. I was watching with my brothers and my mom and dad. And, yeah, when my name got shown up on the TV, my mom started screaming. So yeah, it was a pretty cool moment. It's obviously a dream come true, but like he said over there, it's just a step in the process, and there's a lot of work to be done to get to where I want to be. So yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky enough just to be home with a great group of family, a close group of friends, and my girlfriend as well. So it was a great time being able to see your name on the TV. It's just really a dream come true. But like everyone said, you know, it's just the start. So I'm really looking forward to getting started here with such a great organization.
Yeah, just had some family and friends over, so with my girlfriend too. Yeah, it was a fun time, really exciting. Kind of just hearing your name called is kind of a surreal moment, so just really exciting, and just can't wait to get started this dev camp coming up here. So.
Yeah, at home as well in Sherwood Park. Grandparents, aunts, friends. Really exciting. My agent called me basically right as the pick was happening. So kind of figured it was happening. It was exciting. Yeah, really excited to get going.
Question for Ryan Miller, please. Ryan, you spent some time in Portland with Mike Johnston, who spent time here in Pittsburgh. He has a pretty good history of guiding guys to the NHL. Just what did you learn there working with Mike? And you're committed to the University of Denver. What made that the right school for you?
Yeah, obviously playing for Mike, he's a great coach. He's obviously coached here in Pittsburgh, and so he knows what he's talking about. It was good to play in front of him, and I learned a lot from him. Yeah, so I was just super excited to hear my name get called by this great organization. Yeah, and then the commitment to Denver. Yeah, they were talking to me, and obviously they're a great school, and yeah, they tend to win games, and I like to win games too. So yeah, that was kind of my thought process behind that.
For the four of you who weren't in LA, could you just describe yourself as players, what your strengths are, and then are there any NHL players you try to emulate, model your game after?
I think I'm a skilled power forward. Someone uses their size and strength to hold on to pucks and play that hard physical game and get to the net, but also has good hockey sense, makes good plays in the wall, in the D zone, and finds players in the offensive zone, but also has a good shot that's dangerous from anywhere.
Yeah, I think I'm a two-way power forward that competes very hard. I'm versatile as well. I feel like I can play anywhere in the lineup and, you know, in any situation. You know, I feel like offensively I have a lot of tools, but I'm very, very reliable defensively as well.
Yeah, I think my two biggest strengths are my hockey sense and my vision. I can score as well, take a lot of pride in my defensive game, and compete hard.
I think we wanted the other guys to answer that question as well too, if you guys don't mind. Just like take it on down the line for this same question.
Everyone? Yeah, I'd like to think that I'm a two-way forward. I can play on both sides of the puck. Very competitive. Like I said, I like to win. So, yeah, I like getting the forecheck, stripping pucks, and getting to the net, and kind of banging away like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a two-way defenseman. You know, some would say undersized, but I think I play bigger than my size. Two-way guy can be counted upon in different scenarios. Got a good toolbox, so just really looking forward to being able to show this organization what I have and lots to prove in the future, so I'm really grateful.
I think I'm a great power forward. I got my speed and size to help with that for sure. Kind of play that bottom six role to lay the body. Kind of a playoff player, so I want to say my agility and speed are kind of my biggest asset. So.
I'm more of a playmaker. I use my IQ and playmaking ability to create scoring chances, and then make sure defensively on the right side of the puck before the puck's getting out of the zone.
Hey, this is for Will Horkoff. Will, on Friday you talked a bit about how you grew up around NHL rinks because of your dad. Does this entire situation being here in this capacity feel comfortable for you because of that, or is it still just kind of surreal for you to be here in kind of your own way, not because of your dad?
I mean, no, it's definitely super surreal. Like, it's something I've dreamed of my whole life, and I was really lucky to grow up around it. And I was really lucky to see all the players and how bad they wanted it and how much work they put in. So that really inspired me. So now that I'm at that point, I'm really excited and can't wait to get started.
This question is for Ben. I'm curious about your time with Team Canada and in those camps, and maybe what you've learned or taken from those. And for Will, if you're with Team USA and you see Ben, are you going to play a little harder against him?
Yeah, being at those 2 Team Canada camps and those 2 tournaments were a great honor, a great opportunity. I learned a lot, played for a lot of good coaches, and played with a lot of good teammates. So they are 2 great experiences for me.
Yeah, same answer. Incredible experience. It's always an absolute honor to represent your country. I enjoyed playing against them. USA versus Canada, those games are the most competitive games, and those are my favorite ones to play in, so I had a great time.
This one's honestly for any of you, whoever wants to answer, but the Penguins organization's kind of in a period of transition. Just how exciting is it to come in at a time where there's such a focus on youth and development in the system, in the organization?
I mean, I'll speak first. It's really exciting. All these players here, they were drafted for a reason. They have really high potential. So to come into an organization that does as good with development as the Penguins do, it's really exciting. So I think I can speak for all of us here in terms of that and how excited we are.
Yeah, so pretty much similar for me. It seems like a great place to develop, and I feel like the standards here are super high. Obviously, over the years, they've built a reputation, and they have great leadership. So for us to be a part of that's going to be special. And I mean, we're just getting started, so we still have long ways to go, and I think it's a perfect spot.
Yeah, just to touch on that, like I think it's such a great organization. I think it's all pretty surreal for us, but this organization's won so much in the past, and I think it's going to get right back to winning real soon. And I think this draft class, everybody here wants to win. Even just in the ping pong games we were just playing, everybody was really pretty competitive. So everybody hates to lose, and I think that's a great start for this organization. So really excited to get started.
This is for Kale. You're eventually going the college route, and you're not going to be far away at Penn State. Just why is that the path you're taking, and what attracted you to Penn State specifically?
Yeah, I toured there about 1.5 years ago. Great experience. Got to saw a really cool game. The facility and the coaching staff there were just amazing. So that was a pretty easy decision to commit there, and it's really cool that it's in the same state. So yeah, really close, really cool.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You guys are all good up there.
All right, we got line change, and we have Peyton Kettles, Charlie Trethaway, Gabriel Daig, Brady Peddle, Travis Hayes, and Carter Sanderson now up for introduction and questions. So we'll turn it over and let everybody take it away.
Travis, I did want to start with you. Your brother said how awesome it would be if you got drafted to the Penguins, and for that to happen, just how awesome was that for your entire family, and just what are your emotions upon coming to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it's obviously pretty special, him being here, and yeah, I don't really know, but yeah, kind of blacking out right now, so.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's pretty cool, obviously having him there, and obviously he plays in Wilkes, so he's kind of told me a lot about like being a pro and just little stuff like that. So yeah, he's super excited.
For
Brady and Carter, you guys recently met in the Clark Cup. I'm wondering, just from that best-of-5 series, what you guys might remember from each other from the series, and for both of you, what do you feel like that deep playoff run did for both of your developments this past season?
Yeah, I feel like going into Game 5 of a Clark Cup final, the last 3 games ending in overtime was a really good thing for the both of us. I mean, we both competed hard against each other, and now we're going to be teammates here, and so it's good to get to know each other now, and it's been great battling against each other so far.
Yeah, he summed it up pretty well. Just basically what he said. It was fun playing against each other. He plays hard. It was a good series, but yeah.
This is for each of you. Just how would you describe yourself as players? What do you think your strengths are?
Yeah, I'd say I'm a heavy and hard 200-foot player that competes to the best of his potential and willing to outwork anybody, and got the ability to put the puck in the net when needed.
Just for me and Carter?
I'd say a shifty winger that likes to throw the body around. Obviously, kind of a smaller guy, so I'd say I like to kind of put my body on the line and kind of strip pucks away from D and play below the dots and kind of fight for net front, and I like to score goals, so yeah.
I'd say kind of like a big, physical, simple, smart puck moving D-man that's hard to play against, so yeah.
I would say I'm a two-way defenseman. Love getting on the offensive side of the puck, and great at shutting down plays, and a puck-moving defenseman.
So I'm a big goalie who's good to move left, right.
Yeah, I'd say that I'm a defensive defenseman, a guy that shuts down top players, and a guy that uses his stick well against the rush, a guy that likes to play really physical, and I like to get in guys' faces.
My question's for Gabriel, please. Gabriel, I understand you have a relationship with Marc-Andre Fleury. Just how did that relationship come into being, and just what kind of advice has he given you over the years?
He gave me a lot of advice, like always have fun when during the game, and he's a, I have a good relationship with him, and he's a really good guy, and I learned a lot about him.
For Travis, I'm curious if you had any experience going to Wilkes-Barre, and if you've hung out there at all and gotten to spend some time with your brother.
No, I've never been to Wilkes yet, so hopefully be there soon.
Hey Charlie, obviously you are familiar with the facility. Just for you, how's it feel to be back here now after being drafted by the Penguins? And also, you are one of 5 kids that came from the Penguins elite program that got drafted in this draft. What do you think, from your perspective as a player who was with the program, it is about that program that has started to produce high-end talent on a pretty regular rate?
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming back to Pittsburgh, it's a dream come true. Playing 2 years here with the Pens Elite, it was awesome, and I really enjoyed my time here. As for the program, it's a great place for the top players in the country to go develop, and over the 2 years, it's a really tight knit of guys, and we become brothers over the 2 years through all the adversity and stuff we go through there. And I'm just super happy for all the guys that got drafted from the NTDP, and I'm super grateful that I got to come to Pittsburgh.
This one's for Brady. Obviously, everyone here thinks so highly of Sidney Crosby, but with you having that Nova Scotia connection, is it maybe on another level for you?
Sorry, what was that about Crosby?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, growing up, I mean, obviously, my favorite player was Sidney Crosby, so it was kind of surreal. I actually have a signed Sidney Crosby jersey that I had when I was like 10 years old, sitting in my basement, so yeah.
Thanks, guys. You're all good.